I were to say the name Dr. Daniel Hill Williams, I would guarantee that only few, if any of you, would know who he is. I hope that after this speech, you not only know who he is, but appreciate what he did, as his accomplishments in life have directly impacted our life. Dr. Daniel Hill Williams was a key leader in open heart surgery. Heart surgeries and surgeries in general have improved drastically over time with the help of Dr. Daniel Hill Williams, whose accomplishments went further than just cardiology, although he will always remain a legend in that field. Surgeries prior to the 1900s were considered dangerous because most would die right after or on the operating table due to infection or complications. During the 1800s, surgeries were the last resort of patients as well as doctors. And surgical kits of that time included knives, amputation saws, and skull saws that today would look like torture weapons. Some of them say that the most valuable talent you could possess in surgery before the 1900s was speed, since there was no anesthetics and no pain medicines until after the 1900s. After the succession of open heart surgery from Daniel Hill Williams, penicillin was invented. This was called the miracle drug because it helped solve all of the problems that they had during surgery, including the infection that they got right after. In addition to those advancements, recent inventions were laparoscopy and the robotic arm. These inventions helped doctors to slow down the process and be more accurate, also with smaller incisions. Although Dr. Daniel Hill Williams was a leader in the advancements of medicine and procedures, his life prior to his open heart succession was rough and he lacked a stable home. Dr. Daniel Hill Williams was born on January 18, 1856, to Daniel and Sarah Williams. They lived in Hollidaysburg, Pennsylvania. Now, heartbreak soon struck the family when Daniel's dad died at the age of 9, or when Daniel was 9, to tuberculosis. Daniel's mother could not handle all the children on her own, and she sent some of the 7 children to live with family members in Maryland. Daniel was one of them. Daniel had tried many professions, including shoemaker and barber. He eventually settled into cardiology after following a local physician and attending Northwestern Medical School. Soon after, he established himself as a cardiologist and had his own practice. Dr. Daniel Hill Williams was contacted by an African-American nurse who was denied admission to nursing school just because she was black. This inspired Dr. Daniel Hill Williams, who created the Provident Hospital. The Provident Hospital was the first integrated hospital, and it also served as a training facility to doctors and nurses of all races. Although Daniel Hill Williams was the first surgeon to successfully operate on the heart, there were other doctors who attempted. None succeeded. That was until when James Cornish came into Provident Hospital after being stabbed in a bar fight in 1893. The procedure was risky, but the doctor had no other choice. Dr. Williams opened James' chest and sutured the pericardium. 51 days later, James left the hospital and lived another 50 years. Dr. Williams then became the first cardiologist to successfully perform open heart surgery. This alone ensured that he will forever remain a legend in cardiology. One of the biggest recognitions he received was being the first African American to be accepted into the College of Surgeons in 1913. Another reward he received was in a song. Stevie Wonder had wrote a song called Black Man, which honored all of the men and women who were on the America's Greatest African American list. Dr. Daniel Williams was on that list. His accomplishments, which stretch further than cardiology, has affected more aspects of life than we realize, and he forever changed the way we view cardiology.